really doing the best of ones. They're maybe not at the top of the form because they just started playing with Miracle again after the slight break. But I think this is where they're really going to get proven. Can Seb deal with the matchup in particular? Because now that's the lane. I think Mad versus Matu, or if he gets placed versus Miracle in a situation, I think that's where we're really going to see if he can actually stand up for this one.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. Winter as well, with this break, you've experienced players that want to take a break and step back a little bit. How do they adjust coming back into the team?
10 seconds remaining.
Mostly by practice. I think practicing together again is. I'm not sure how much practice they had in between Dream.
I mean, he's been playing a lot of pubs.
He's been playing a lot. He's not been playing with his team.
Yeah.
That's I think the main thing that would cause problems in the team play. Not being around for a week in this kind of level is a lot.
But does it help, Jack? Do you think? Do you think he's come back in and he's fresher? He's happier. He's watched them play. There's always a different view, isn't there? He sat at home watching them play and thought, "Oh, right, they do that during the game. Oh, right, yeah, I never realised they did this." Surely that's going to help him coming back. He's going to feel fresher. He's going to feel stronger, more knowledge.
Yeah, I think it helps both ways.
5 seconds remaining.
Missing. Hey, we had best player in the world. Plug holes. Sometimes it's really just
To ban.
not that many traveling with your.
I know you feel. I know I'm sick of Fog now. It's been 3 months on the road. Every event, the same event, different hotel. Oh, he's on the panel right now. Sorry, buddy.
10 seconds remaining.
One time.
At this rate, Fog, it's going to be hard to bring you back. You're just irreconcilable.
Whatever, man.
Yeah, I'm going to take a week off from Fog soon, and then come back, and I'll have that moment, Jack, where I'm sat at home thinking, thinking, you never know what you've got until you've lost it, and I'm so much happier for it.
I have mean things I could say, but
you can say them.
No, it's
we're
okay.
all good friends here. It's all fine. You know I'd miss you anyway if we have 2 weeks off.
we're gonna have a while off after this, aren't we?
Are we?
At least I do. I got a while off after
I can't
this
say
one.
anything, nor can you, because we don't know if that's public.
That's true.
Yeah. I think we need to announce our engagement before we say anything publicly, and then.
Oh god, that's happening.
Let's move to the draft before we get into trouble.
Please.
3 bans in from both sides. What do we got?
That's those are some GH targeted bans right there.
Very heavily GH targeted.
We have Dark Willow, we have Pangolier.
Mm-hmm. Elder Titan.
Taking a lot of constant
That was a lot of it with Earth Spirit, right? If I remember correctly. They like this Earth Spirit Warlock, the Fatal Bonds and the Magnetize.
Yeah.
Like super team fight.
I'm surprised the Earth Spirit's got. I know, obviously, you don't want to give it to Liquid either, but OG had first pick. They could have picked it.
Yeah, but do you actually want to pick?
Do you want to waste first pick on?
No,
on
I actually don't think you want to pick Earth Spirit if you're OG anymore. Like I prefer Jerax on like this kind of Elder Titan lane bully. Like Earth Spirit is.
So Enchantress got nerfed pretty. Got hit pretty big, right?
Yeah.
Like the Untouchable got hit. A couple other things. It was pretty significant nerf.
So what's the idea of this opening? Night Stalker, Enchantress. This is gonna be the dual lane, I guess.
Yeah, it must be some pressure lane. I mean, Mind Control has been. I mean, he's been just wanting to play this hero also every game, to be completely honest, as well.
They have been taking Chen. Trying to play like a type of style.
Yeah.
Win. That's
Do you also think the fact that they've targeted 3 GH bans, OG, that they'll just continue to target them through the second phase, and maybe that Night Stalker is actually GH?
I think
Night Stalker
is going to play Night Stalker.
Yeah. So they get his done out of the way, which then means no more bans. They don't care about what OG want to do.
that was also a real annoyance.
Ten seconds remaining.
But it's a significant nerf, right? The level 1 untouchable right now is like what, minus.
It's 20 now instead of what it was 50 or 40.
It was 40 before.
Yeah,
it's 20 now.
Another PA ban. I guess for the Enchantress.
Yeah,
it's
I guess
also
so.
reduced. It's 20, 60, 100, 140 now.
Okay.
Which was 40, 70, 100, 130 before.
I think also for the Night Stalker, Night Stalker versus Elder Titan can be a pretty obnoxious matchup. I think that also could be why. Not only because they've been limited a little bit on the resources, but you have two ways to actually stop that hero from doing the stomp. You have the mini stun as well as your silence, so can work pretty well. And you can Elder Titan is also here that can get punished a bit. Like we talk about Disruptor when you get ran at. Night Stalker is kind of similar. If you run at this Elder Titan, you're put on the defensive aspect. It does make it hard to actually utilize your spells properly.
Yeah, that's a very fair point.
Liquids turn
Power
to
drop.
ban.
Can't
Mhm.
discount it.
Yeah.
Can't do anything.
I like the Lifestealer ban. I think playing Elder Titan versus Lifestealer is actually just so difficult.
I think you don't want to play like what Lifestealer and Juggernaut.
Yeah, the
This is-
two heroes that can just easily evade your spells.
Seconds remaining.
And the other hero that's not a core is like Clockwork. You don't want to play against Clockwork,
Yeah.
but you know.
OGs turn
Um,
to ban.
What end?
Oh, I think.
Oh.
So they take out the Bat Rider, which is a good lane matchup against the Enchantress.
Mhm.
So they have used
10
both their
seconds
bans to protect this Enchantress. So this is more or less going to be, like you guys mentioned, the offlane Enchantress. They're just going to want to make sure that this guy has the best lane possible in the early game so he can pressure.
Are you surprised we've seen that Enchantress?
remaining.
Especially first two pick.
Yeah, after all the
A little
nerfs,
bit, yeah.
I mean, those changes, some of them are just enchant
it's-
cooldown,
It's still
rescale.
it's still really early to tell though. Like we look at the patch. Oh, you think this is your first impression, but maybe
Sure.
after play, then it doesn't feel as bad.
Okay. But that enchant cooldown though has been rescaled from 30 to 55.
55, right? Yeah,
and
that was the other
24
one.
to 40, 18 to 25, and 12 to 10, which is the bad
5
boys
seconds
but
remaining.
still. 55.
More punish.
Yeah.
What's the cooldown on the when you enchant when you enchant the creep? How long does the enchant last? Because now can you actually re-enchant it?
I think
you
it
can't
was,
re-enchant
I think
it
I
anymore.
remember, if I remember correctly, it's 50 seconds.
So you can't re-enchant your
I'm
creep
not
anymore.
sure.
I'm not too sure. I don't remember the exact numbers, but I think that also could win one of the reasons of the numbers. I'm wondering also if Liquid could experiment more because I saw Necro get buffed up, and I mean we know they like their green heroes. We know that we're probably assuming that Matu's going to play some Venomancer, some hero like that, Veno Pugna.
Brute
So I was wondering about
Brute
that.
is also still available, and Brute is really good against these two supports. But
That's true.
not this early.
Yeah.
Probably the fourth pick or the last. The fourth pick may be a bit difficult because they're picking first. So OG has 2 picks to react to it. So maybe the last hero.
I'd be pretty surprised if they don't ban Brood last, right? With these
Yeah.
two, like Witch Doctor's
Yeah,
awful. Actually, it's the worst to play. Most 5 heroes though is pretty hard to play versus
Keep in mind they're both brood teams. They can both brood.
both Broods. Yeah, that's true.
I'm sure it'll be in the forefront of their mind when they get to that final pick.
So Razor received like a very it's ignore, right? But the nerf was this really minor nerf, like 100 range, like 50 range of the. Was it 50 or 100 off
50
the?
off the
550
cast
or
range,
something.
and you lost 40 damage off your unstable current on level 1. It went from 100 to
Oh.
60.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Turn
that's
I
quite
would
a
say
set.
that the
Oh,
Husker.
sometimes you do that.
Okay.
It's just too far away.
I mean, Husker is really good against. Really good. You don't really care about ET aura.
yeah. Huskar got changed slightly as well,
What
was
was the
it?
change?
10 seconds
Husker got
remaining.
changed.
Was it or no?
No.
It was not. Okay.
I don't think so, right?
5 seconds remaining.
But Spirit Vessel got changed, right? So
Yes.
that's magic damage.
So
So, it's
that's
not
worse
as
against- Oh,
it's not as
yeah.
strong versus Huskar
Oh
anymore,
yeah,
right?
yeah, that's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
because of the magic damage.
Yep. So Dazzle here, I mean Dazzle got buffed up a little bit. Poison Touch got changed a little, but versus Elder Titan, it can be decent because with the aura, if Elder Titan's near people, like Weave is always going to be pretty good there.
I mean, the Husker is definitely gonna be on their minds right now.
Yeah, maybe not anymore. Lycan traditionally
Gonna be
pretty good versus
tougher, wouldn't it?
Huskar.
Yeah, but if Lycan gets like a really bad laning phase, they can like against the Ench and the Night Stalker. If he's
Well,
poor,
pick into the,
yeah, but like Lycan's generally like a pick where people utilize against Night Stalker because
Yeah.
during nighttime, NS runs around, tries and kill people, then you have the
5
howl, the
seconds
double
remaining.
heal.
kind of around abusive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These like takes too many
Yeah.
resources to kill. Sometimes if you try to make a dazzles there,
Or you lose a lot of like map control on the other lanes.
you get the kill. Sometimes they don't.
So they don't really have the catch for the Lycan, but now they have, I mean, Terrorblade versus Lycan. You always get, of course, like Feral Impulse when you use Reflection. It's actually incredibly strong.
I mean, you stand and just man fight him.
You just you do so much damage when you get
You
your
don't run.
Reflection.
And the dazzle's there to ensure that you get the grave. I mean, the sunder off.
Yeah.
Some synergy
It's a good
between
pick.
obviously the. Could look at like. Fight that synergy. What they want to do is
Team Liquids.
So Brute would be good, like last pick for that matter.
yeah, absolutely. Kind of like
Oh.
you can't make up for it,
Huh.
right?
That's
Saying that.
That's really good against
That's really good.
TB.
and against Ench.
Yeah, you just burst them with your spells.
That's a cool pick. That's enemy S4 probably playing it, right? He's been
S4?
playing it a lot.
Offlane. Oh, you mean they're
They
just gonna move,
swap. They move
in roles.
in. Oh, okay.
He's been playing it a lot. I mean it's really good with ET as well because you've got the added spell damage bonus and versus Enchantress and Terrorblade. That actually could be a pretty cool pick. And with Edict, I mean there's a lot of different things they can make work with this Lash.
So then Sebastian's gonna be playing some Magnus.
Something
Maybe
some fight starter in my
Void,
opinion.
Magnus, Beastmaster kind of hero. Maybe it's Sand King's. Oh no Sand King. Yeah, so-
They still think something.
Oh yeah, I remember they put Matt on offlane DK, but they didn't do so well. But
They
they've
didn't
done
do
it.
so well that game, yeah.
Yeah, they've done it. I don't know, I personally like some more AoE hero like Magnus, Tide, that kind of hero. Even though Tide, I know like Yanis doesn't like the hero, long cooldown hero, but it does fit their lineup. And Tide is actually pretty decent against TB when you get the talent.
It's good versus like Liquid's draft too right now. They have like no magical damage to actually burst here, so you're just gonna be like this like frontliner
tank.
that doesn't really
The
care.
tank.
Yeah, exactly.
Or even like maybe an Underlord would be okay. Because you have Elder Titan. Elder Titan with Underlord is
That's
also
the Brute
yeah,
ban.
I think you have to ban the Brood.
Yeah. They're either going to take it or ban it.
Make their lineup.
The other hero that I'm thinking
Yeah.
of is Visage. Do you think Visage will work with their lineup? If they,
Seconds remaining.
but no tail plays it, right? No one else
Yeah.
plays the hero.
I know Tail plays the Lycan.
Yeah, so probably not likely.
Yeah.
Because it seems like they have like this sort of push strat, like Lycan and Lash. They can actually be barreling down towers very early, and the enemy doesn't really have much wave clear and team fight.
Oh,
Oh,
wait,
that's
wow.
That's
Okay.
the TB. That's the TB like matchup. Arc Warden does.
So that's going to be no towers.
that's when we know Tail's there.
Yeah.
So Lycan's gonna be mad, and then Lash will be S4.
Yes. Mad has been playing the Lycan.
He
but,
has been.
but who's
Okay.
gonna
Yes, yeah.
who's gonna go offlane? Are they going to do aggro?
They'll go offlane with the Lesh, I would imagine.
The aggro tri lane.
Or maybe a dual lane, like Elder Titan, Leshrac, offlane, Arc Warden, and Lycan takes the safe lane and mid lane.
Maybe they could just sack the Lycan too, right?
Yeah.
Maybe like that could be their idea.
Yeah, because Arc Warden is right now with this hero pick, this hero becomes the middle piece on your draft.
Ooh.
And
CW.
That's catch finally
Yeah,
because they were really
Who's
lacking
playing,
that.
Centaur is a mid.
That's a Matu Centaur.
Not mid. Miracle is going to be the mid, isn't he?
What's the lanes going to be?
Okay, let's just see whether we can see this.
So
are they
should-
just gonna put Ench mid and then
no, maybe it's like a safe lane Centaur and mid TB.
Matumba
And,
Man CW.
I haven't seen that before.
No, not me.
Or they could do like what you said, mid Enchantress.
I think mid Enchantress,
and
right?
Dazzle with Centaur on the off lane, and Night Stalker will protect the TB in the safe lane. That's also possible for them. There's a lot of ways they can lane this. It's very
Yeah.
hard to say.
I think both teams, in many ways as well. No Taylor is going to take that Arc Warden.
Arc Warden pretty good
Predicted.
versus
Lycan should be with Mad.
Arc Warden is really, really good against TB.
and against Enchantress, right? Like Ench,
Yeah.
you want to keep your distance. You don't want to get inside that bubble.
We've already seen one effective match from the Leshrac today
This-
as well,
this-
which is going to be S4. So it is pretty much as we predicted it would
Yeah.
be.
Difficult.
Okay.
This one's hard.
This
I'm not
one's
too
very
sure.
tough, which means we'll start with Fogged.
Oh man. Matu on Centaur.
Yeah.
You know, I'll go Liquid. It's a Miracle Terrorblade versus a Lycan. I think he could, if he actually has a good game with Dazzle, like he can just pop that meta, pop Reflection, and he's going to be able to do really well versus Lycan.
Okay. Winter?
I can't believe I'm considering OG. But I really like the Arc Warden pick against the TB, so I'm just gonna stick to that.
YOLO
Okay.
is OG.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Jack?
More than
Okay, 2 for OG and
Friends.
1
Forever.
for
This is why we split this.
Right,
This is why we split this up.
It's why he's over there on his own now. He's been outcast, thrown away. Very interesting draft. What a very intriguing draft from both teams. Which one comes out of top? Let's find out as we head into game number 4. It's Liquid versus OG.
Be an exciting way to get into our 4th heat of Group A here. Liquid versus OG. We knew it was going to be a pretty highly touted kind of a matchup, especially after OG had such a good showing earlier against Optic Gaming. Liquid have been a little hot and cold based on what we saw yesterday, but here, you know, based on the draft before us, a very intriguing draft here, Lacoste. I'm just so curious. The laning phase itself is already going to be a bit of a question mark, but look, Reddy Kuro is just getting bullied all the way back. It looks like he might be able to make it to a safety point, but the pressure, or I spoke too soon. Kuro's already down. That's first blood, just like that. Acquired by OG with their already very...
Yeah, nice stun there by S4. Caught him on the edge of a split earth. So we're in for a treat, boys. OG against Liquid. The panel talked about how they prefer OG's lineup. I would say I prefer it as well. Arc Warden received a huge buff. It might not seem too strong, but cooldown for Flux reduced from 18 to 16 seconds. If you take in consideration that he has 2 of them, that's a pretty big deal. Also AoE increased for the bubble. Leshrac on the bottom lane managed to take down the Vord as well, so he's almost level 2. So that's a full magic wand, 1 mantle.
What about this Matama Centaur Warrunner? Fogg had said something he had never seen. I don't think I'd ever seen Matama play this hero. I know Matama is a very high skill kind of a player and has the capability to pull it off, but I can't help but be super intrigued.
I mean, Centaur is not that highly skilled, let's say, as an Arc Warden, as an Invoker. But it's gonna be a good lane for them on bottom. Dazzle Centaur works great, but this Lashrak is gonna harass them a lot.
Ready peppering away quite a bit. Jerix thinks about kind of rummaging on forward to get some pot shots in.
I guess the reason why they picked the Centaur is to run away from the Lycan. Once he uses Shapeshift, he can make the whole team just run away. Plus, they can run away from Flux as well.
You have this great ultimate and you're using it defensively to run away. That doesn't sound badass.
I mean, it's just to reposition yourself.
Fair enough. Fair enough. They continue to trade about. Man already getting pretty low. He's going to be forced the last bit of his tango. Still holds a salve in reserve, of course. Blended here. S4 is able to acquire at least 5 to his name.
I saw No-Tail playing in Europe qualifiers a couple of days ago. He went for a Meteor Hammer on Arc Warden. It was not... It was effective to 1 point where he was dropping 2 Meteor Hammer on the buildings, but after that it just fell off. Then he went for a Shadow Blade and was a damage dealer.
I'm very intrigued. We got to witness at least 1 Arc Warden game yesterday. I believe that was in the hands of Ame on Newbie. In that game in particular, he got shut down pretty good. They didn't really get to see the hero come into fruition, but here, obviously, in the veteran hands of No-Tail, should be pretty good. Top lane, uh-oh, Mad. A bit of trouble right now. It's like it. Getting bullied back within the trees. That not damaged, but looks like they will be able to go for the turnaround right now. Possibly onto GH to stomp. Not going to be followed through. The right clicks are there. One more, maybe able to secure it. Oh, he's got the Fairy Fire. Will help him survive. Now it's Jerix eating too much damage. What a wonderful little turnaround right there, and a nice little use of the greens.
Yeah, what a play from GH. First he canceled the stomp with Void, then he gets the kill in return as well. That's a Night Stalker with a Stout Shield. I don't like when people go for Boots of Speed Night Stalker. That seems such a waste. If you go for Orb of Venom, let's say double Fairy Fire or just the Stout Shield so you can trade hits, it's way better.
Paying off pretty for him. Current early breadwinners of the CS game belong to Liquid. Miracle in that mid lane, 19-7 is the really taking it to no tail at this point. He's only at 8-0. Now popping the Metamorph. Bottom lane, we're seeing some hefty harassment once again coming up from S4 as he pulls back the Come in. Of course, to take the full wave under the tower. The Stomp is going to be there. And they're getting ready to kind of party right behind this tower setup. Jarek's happy to come in from behind, gets off some shots onto Kuro.
Kuro saving 2 points, only 1 point in heal. I mean, he should just skill one more in Wave. I don't think they're gonna be that aggressive with the Poison Touch, but everything's still open. Saving the Grave if they decide to dive. Leshuk is doing such a good job. Every time he gets close, can't really last hit, just faking the Earth Splitter animation.
Keeping him guessing S4 for that nice 5 CS already. Way. Same goes for Miracle. Top. Okay, here we go. A move being made. GH is rotated all the way down to the bottom and proves already for profitable as he gets one head start already for Liquid.
Yeah, Night Stalker, first night already 1 kill, has that Arcane Rune. They want to dive again.
Yes. GH looking around the corner right here. Does make his move for S4. He's got some distance between himself and company, but Liquid posturing up pretty good behind this tower. Now the Spirit go out. Step off a bit, Liquid.
Yeah,
imposing their will.
Since Jarek's got the First Blood and picked up a couple of Bounty Runes, he already has a Tranquil and a Wind Lace.
Very fast, man. Mid lane, fisticuffs now. Nice moving from behind, coming out from Fly. May earn them the takedown onto Miracle, but he does pop the wand and the Sunder. He's got it. Saps the life away from Fly. And Kuro will have to pay the price, though.
Yeah, no Grave. He went for 1 level of Poison Touch to get a kill on Jarek's, but they already had enough damage there.
He scratch his head a bit about that one, but nonetheless, Miracle was able to survive with that nice little Sunder. Jarek's dishes out the Stomp. It's connection onto GH, who will eat the Flux. Crap, already, but holding strong, and now Kuro's made his return. Begin to add some added pressure here into the mid lane. Well, just got to that level 6 so damn fast. 37-14. He's really giving it his all already.
Yeah, Fly with the defensive build. Once again, we see a Witch Doctor who skips Maledict, just gets one point in heal to add more survivability to his teammates.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Gets a D ward. Offensive victory placed by Liquid, but not for long. Fine. Mind control with the top lane kind of self at the moment. 3rd in CS on this Enchantress, 29-7. We talked about a bit about her recent changes to the patch, nerfing down her early game a bit, but you were mentioning over here how her late game and it's still pretty pungent.
Yeah, it's just an early game nerf. The Impetus only costs 40 mana now, which sometimes in fights she's out of the mana, and so she can't deal the damage. Mad is gonna TP out. But they're gonna take down the Matumba Man on bottom. Leshuk is level 6 with mana boots, so this Leshuk is gonna be the main damage dealer, and Leshuk is really good against the Terrorblade in the mid game. Look at the farm.
Yeah. I mean, is this because of so much farms coming his way? It's like a early Bloodstone kind of a game.
He might go for it, even though it's just it feels like Bloodstone is an empty net worth. It doesn't do that much. That's 5,000 gold. For 5,000 gold, you can buy 2 items.
Pretty solid, like mid. Let your team surface, but look at OG now, smoked up and on the move. We're seeing Fly and S4 tag team their way potentially to round the bend and go for this mid lane grab onto Miracle. Really good. They want to try to shut that down a bit. Looks a step back. He does have this Sunder. Hit with the Maledict. It's just too much. There's no chance for him to get that Sunder off. That man is dead. And now the pressure is on. OG hitting it hard here. Onto the tower already.
No points in Edict yet, but still they will probably manage to take down this tower with the 2 Arc Wardens gonna be pretty easy. Meanwhile, top is gonna fall, mind control, having a good time again. Every time I see him playing Enchantress, it pretty much always has a decent early game.
Okay, Roshan. I guess that's something that's on the agenda now for OG, or something to consider. Certainly by clearing out that mid-tier 1 tower, the space has opened up quite a bit for them to be able to have that wiggle room. I think you're going to be able to get under the nose of Liquid that fast here. It is a bit of a concern. Even after that successful takedown of Miracle, he's bringing in some good farm, and as mentioned, mind control too. You don't want to sleep on these guys. They'll just suddenly pop up and dish out some serious. H seems to be stalking out Fly a bit, but S4 is so close. This is target. They did bring over mind control. Oh, very awkward.
GH.
Okay, he's in a bit of trouble. Now they look to pull back. They catch him with the stun, and that's going to be a dead Night Stalker. And
His invis was running out, but seems like he was not aware of it.
cost him. And now OG are going to be able to pull ahead now 5-2. Pairing that together with a tier 1 takedown. Flux of gold. Okay, here we go. And off to the races. A move in and a stomp. The blast. Big Daddy No Tail. Station coming in. I'm a man. Got a hood queued up for more tankability.
Yeah, Arc Warden in the mid game and late game is gonna be so good against the Terrorblade. Now that bubble AoE is increased, Terrorblade needs to get in to actually deal the damage.
Yeah. Intriguing to see how Miracle tries to play around that. He actually pops his Metamorph now and begins to soften up this mid-tier 1 tower. The Fortify already used. Tail makes his return. Pops him with the Flux and a little bit of trap damage. Fly wanted to kind of waltz in and see get off a Coconut. Not going to be able to find the connection. Miracle makes the space and will step away, but Mad shows up to play and has his own net. Oh, man. And with the follow-up, he is able to turn around and get the Sunder. Flux was hit with Maldict. What level Maldict, though? Level 2? They give him the Grave. It looks like Miracle's fine. He avoids the trouble. A 4-man commitment from OG on that mid lane.
Yeah, meanwhile, in the bottom lane, they might even get a kill on Centaur. Again.
Possibly, but a new rotation's coming in. It's mind control, and he's got the impetus. Gets off 2 heavy hits. My God. The goat ass hurting on that one. Run back out the corner and be fine, but that was close for them.
Yeah, I think OG's lineup will shine in the next, I would say, after 15-minute mark. Mad already has some of the Dominator. Lashrak is getting that Bloodstone. So they're going to be ready to go. Even though Arc Warden needs more time, not the best start for the Arc Warden. 74 CS on Terrorblade against 34 on Arc Warden only. But he's the hero that can join the fights easily and make a difference. Deals a ton of damage with the level 4 Ghost.
Lane. Stomp is out. OG on the prowl, looking to get a hold of the little Bambi. There goes ulti from the Tama Man, creating a bit of space, but they still find connection with the Maldic. Mind Control does decide to pop the heal. Runs out the other side, looking to give him the little bit of a slippery one. And he seems to be okay. He's running circles around him and heads out the other direction. That little girl is quite...
Yeah, with the heal, Maledict doesn't deal that much damage. Also, she's super fast, easy to juke, and a lot of spots to juke around that side shop near the Radiant.
Couple of heavy OG pressured ganks coming up a little short there. Previous Miracle in the mid lane, and now jump from Mind Control on the bottom. They'll have the kill advantage 5-3, but the net worth still belongs to Liquid with how much farm they've been getting in these lanes. Particular Mind Control and Miracle. Below, a little bit of flirting. Coconut's going to get tossed, but... out. Control hits hard. Getting close to finishing out that Dragon Lance.
Well, it's gonna be hard again for Enchantress once Arc Warden gets the levels in the mid game. He's gonna need to enter the bubble to deal the damage.
Gage. Hiding behind, pops the ulti. Minor convergence coming in from both sides, but Tama Man not.
He's just flying from one side to another.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, using that fog really well. Centaur no blink, but he has Stampede, so they can get close to him.
He got that hood and got close to a blink so fast. Really gobble up some farm in this top lane. And
He's gonna eat a 3 and try to come at it.
Tails trying to farm his way through the lane. Has quite a journey ahead of him, and GH, the patience of hanging around in this top lane for the gank potential, but it looks like Fly rotating in will stop them from pursuing. Mad shows up to play now. Stampede's going to be going out, but it's not going to be enough to save little GH. He will end up going down. Matama Man able to make it away. Might get close enough to cancel out that TP. Gone. 4 from OG rotated up here. Meanwhile, Mind Control will try to get damage done onto this bottom tier 1.
Yeah, even though OG is leading with kills, Liquid doing what they need to do, just pressuring the other lanes, NS buying time. It doesn't matter that he died on top. There was a couple of rotations. Meanwhile, Terrorblade took the mid tower down and just continues to free farm in jungle. Look at his net worth already.
On this guy, and I know you keep talking about how the bubble should be able to help out OG a bit, but no, at some point he's going to be just so damn jacked, be able to walk himself into the fight without too much trouble, but we'll see. And out, looks like S4 and Fly have found a sweet little treat. Kuro walks right into their open arms, and they welcome him. Now Dominant. Flesh. Time here. He is indeed looking to finish out that Bloodstone. Queued up to take gold in the pocket, invested towards it.
So 2 levels in Edict, that will help them secure the bottom tower. Plus DD still for 15 seconds. So Arc Warden has Meteor Hammer queued up.
Oh,
they're
baby.
they're looking into the timings again. I said after 15-minute mark to 20, 23, let's say, they're gonna have Necro Book, so a lot of damage, and with that Meteor Hammer plus Edict, the buildings are just gonna melt.
Top lane pressure from Liquid, though, spawning with their own objective path. Crumble away a lot of these creeps. They're thinking about diving all the way through, looking to go for Mad. Mad trying to hide up north here. Rotations are coming in. Including with the Centaur Stomp. They're just going to evaporate. Take out Fly just like that. Stampede as they reposition, look to make the move. They target out Big Daddy No Tail here. Mad very low, hit with the urn, still able to kind of hide away. Looks to go for the TP and should be successful in making his escape. Meanwhile, though, S4 not so good. He gets taken down. He has a 4-kill streak bounty on top of his head. That's going to be gobbled up, and Liquid continue to dive in pretty deep. Hiding here from No Tail up north.
Yeah, it feels, I'm not an Arc Warden player, but feels like 1 level in Magnetic Field could have been great against all this damage from Terrorblade and Ench. Like level 4 Flux doesn't do that much at this point, if level 3.
Who gets that last hit on? Or
Yeah, Miracle's going insane this
what
game.
has he got flying out his way? Boy, looks like a Manta's done. He's en route. Boy, Mad could be in a bit of trouble here. Dominant from behind. That little 4-foot blink catches him with the stun. My Control starts dishing out the javelins. Mad may have accepted his fate here. Rotation is coming from Big Daddy. But now with the Metamorph coming out, this could be a crumbling disaster potentially for OG. Liquid still holding their own. Mind Control, make it an ultra kill. This guy is just chucking javelins at the team like no big deal.
Yeah, the OG is choosing the wrong fights at the moment. Like, this is a huge advantage for Liquid right now. Terrorblade with the Manta Style. He didn't even pop Manta Style there to fight. Mind Control. Panel was talking about how nerfed she is. That's just an early game. Like, she can deal so much more damage with Impetus because of that 15 mana less cost on Impetus.
Right now, it's just Miracle and Mind Control. They're in their own league of net worth above everyone else at the moment. The next closest is S4 on the side of OG. Had just been kind of stunted a bit in his growth. This Bloodstone that he's going for seems to be a little bit further off. He has to find a way to recoup his losses.
So one bad fight for OG, and Arc Warden decides to go for more of a late game oriented build, which is good. If they hit the timings right with the Necro Books, this fight on mid set them back really hard, and one on the top lane, so they lost 2 team fights in a row. So they can't put the pressure and can't play around the timings that they wanted.
Even though there is kind of that bubble action, you know, nerfing down heavy range potential, you know, Miracle is still going to go for the Dragon Lance. Increase the range even further. Uh-oh. trade-off here.
Oh,
He makes
nice
his move in,
double
but
stun.
Matama Man just drops down the stun onto both of them. Quick and easy work. Those supports. Matama Man takes both those kills.
Yeah, once Matumba Man finishes his pipe, it's gonna mitigate a lot of damage from the Lash. Like, you saw Lash just melting there in these fights. Because Bloodstone is great, but if enemy is putting a lot of pressure on you and you're not getting any kills, it just doesn't feel right.
Really on the up and up on this one. There goes the Stampede. Jump in, stomp onto No Daddy, big tail. And he will be taken down. His little doppelganger will live on, but Liquid get what they need. Turn it back and look to go for the tier 2. Or just trying to deal with the ongoing trouble here. If they get the kill on Mind Control, it could be a fair amount of damage. There's a nice little Earth Splitter flying out from Jerix, but not enough to go for the finish. But Tama Man very low, heals coming out. The Grave is there, and they get it done. S4 is able to get off the deny with that fresh Bloodstone, but to take a loss on the Bloodstone so soon can't really feel that good.
Yeah, that ulti from ET missed Anch. It could have been a kill. Oh my god. Mind Control is so farmed. Dragonlance BKB. I was talking about Lash in these fights. One Terrorblade gets close to him, he just melts it. On level 10, he picked up 5 armor, which is good, but against Terrorblade, this farmed, it's not gonna help a lot.
Rather weak. Now far and ahead. Miracle is at the moment queued up with that butterfly to come. Begin to claim that bottom lane as his own. They still have one tower to be able to grab from that. OG trying to do a crafty, sneaky behind the back play here. They make their own move. The Roche. Pings are flying out though. I think Liquid have an idea something's happening here. And now the rotations are coming. Stampede's ready to go. Blink is canceled on the Matama Man because of that cheeky little tornado. And look at all these traps. Just a safety perimeter here for OG to be able to kind of get what they need and then get out, which they do. They're suffering some losses. Miracle continues to farm his way through the bottom. S4 rotates in. Miracle thinks about trying to fight at him, but pull off.
Yeah, they even gave S4 the Aegis.
Nice.
Oh, nice dodge by Manta.
Nice. Back now. It could be S4 in a bit of trouble. Matama Man hops up and over. Dunks him on down. That Aegis they claimed is already going to be, well, taken away. Right, and they start swinging out. Mind Control shows up with a hefty bit of damage. Still that fresh and brand new BKB. Here comes the Earth Splitter. They look to head the other direction. They catch him with inside, but it's not really doing a whole lot. He pops the BKB, and now Liquid could begin to go to work here, chasing back the rest of OG. They frantically try to run and make it back to safety of the...
It feels like OG can fight at the moment, but Liquid, even with the Aegis on them, they're just keeping the pressure. I mean, they have a guaranteed Sunder, most likely, because OG can't get close to this Dazzle. They have a Lycan, yes, but most of the time they're either 3, 4. OG is still not strong enough to group up and take those fights.
Yeah, they're going to have to cut their losses for now and head elsewhere to try to farm their way back into some relevance here. PH picks up. Still happy to kind of scout things out. I thought Liquid are going to be pulled apart, but this around here.
They have a good vision on them. The ward just expired. No, actually Fly deboarded it.
Take their lead. Nothing looking easy though. A hesitant O-tail.
The slash rank just melts. Even in melee form, Terrorblade deals so much damage. He's 1,000 gold away from a full butterfly.
Mid lane, a sun chop. Coming in, gets the quick slice of Elder Titan. Effortless. Bringing in the gain still.
They have a Necrobook 3 with all these siege creeps and wolves, and wolves give them a lot of vision where Liquid is, but still they can't take the fight. They're afraid because there's a Dazzle, there's a Centaur ulti. If they try to run at them, they can just easily use it and run away, so a lot of phase shift duration will be used.
Mind Control. Got the stolen catapult. The almost pop, but he'll just...
Yeah, the only way for OG is to drag this game, try to play it, but Liquid's gonna pressure them.
I mean, they have no more outer towers. All of their farm has been pretty much taken away. They're starving at this point, especially the supports trying to find somewhere to go. Matt is frantically trying to get a hold of GH, and he's just dancing all over him, flying up and above, but he does fly into a little bit of trouble. Space created, I suppose. OG take that win and hit the towers.
Still a lot of commitment, and now that network kill is only based for your own hero, he doesn't feed away much gold.
They run in. Matt has no more shapeshift, but he still wants to make an approach, possibly from Matama Man, pops the pipe. Meanwhile, Mind Control just easily chunks down and finishes off Fly. Can they get the finish? They're able to get the job done onto Matama Man. A follow-up is there, but Miracle is just going in and going ham. Not much to be able to stop this guy. S4 is forced to turn and run. Him and No Tail, the lone survivors for this. Nice sidestep from Mind Control. Just leveling off.
They should have been happy with just that kill on a Night Stalker and keep defending the base. This Terror Blade is out of control. 17,000 net worth, 24 minutes, and full butterfly, almost a pike as well.
This tower could melt like butter. They're able to kind of get the bubble down in the meantime, but Miracle walks gladly right into it and begins to in. Very low life, but still has the Sunder. Kuro nearby, he's got a watchful eye on a Miracle. There's the Sunder, just uses it on the Captain Fly. Thank you so much for the full life. He'll head back and look to finish what he had started. In the meantime, Mind Control just kind of chunking things away. It's actually Miracle's going to get that last hit, but Liquid just doing work at this point. Not one, but two buybacks now going to be forced out from OG. Frantic to defend this base and hold on to a decent, respectable record. Can they do it? Liquid look to disperse. The Stampede's going to be there. They get a nice save, but only for the meantime. Miracle will eventually drop, handing over a good chunk of money. But they will retort, at least with a takedown onto S4, taking those charges down even further. Kuro will be next to fall. Gobbled up there by Mad. Liquid will finally have to take.
Oh, they're going to get the GH as well. It's a daytime. He purged him. Mad has ulti running. Right. That's a decent amount of gold for OG. Sadly for them, they lost the melee Raxes and 2 buybacks committed as well. Arc Warden, it doesn't feel that he's like, look at the net worth. Terrorblade has 11,000 more.
Yeah, the poor Arc Warden is still suffering quite a bit at this point. A little bit of wiggle room. Farm up in this top lane, but he's just hoping to kind of get that finish on the first Mjolnir. Always has the potential to kind of keep the lanes pushed out, but the approach of Liquid has just been so damn aggressive. That, as I say that, mid lane jump in. Poking damage, it looks like, onto Fly. Matama Man not bothering with anything to follow through. Can't really do it on his own.
And the problem is, again, they can't get close to Dazzle. And both Terrorblade and Enchantress deal way too much damage at this point.
Enchantress is going for an MKB next, and about your bubble.
You still need to get in.
Regardless, the damage is just...
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
Right, smoke from OG here. They are back on the move. Roche is still kind of ways away, but
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
hope to maintain dominance here. They do run right into Mind Control. Might be a good opportunity. She tries to slow him down a bit. Her splitter committed now. He pops the BKB and she looks to run with the assistance coming in from the Stampede. She is gone.
Yeah, so they know Shapeshift is down. They will try to go and take one more side.
Yep, okay. It's Miracle. Forcing out the Fortify here from OG. They'll have to pull all the way back inside their base to pull out a defense. Liquid is going to start taking these objectives right under their nose. You drop of the bubble. Here, runs inside, puts his focus fully onto Mad's Lycan, and he is suddenly gone. 70 seconds, no buyback for you, sir. Potential to go for No Tail next. Miracle confidently running down the lane. Still has that Sunder and a Pike to be able to force a wave if necessary. Kuro waiting around too. There's too much to be able to break through if you're OG, and this could be a second set to belong for Liquid. To get a good catch here on the side, looking to go for S4. Desperation as he does the self-Yules, but as he falls back to the ground, it's just too much coming in from Miracle. The hefty right click, he's running on in, going right inside the bubble, looking to take it to No Tail. He is able to make it out barely inside his own base, but Miracle's happy to clean house and finish off Fly. They get back to where they started on this bottom lane and will finish out the racks. 2 sets to fall
Yeah, there's nothing OG can do at this moment. Last strike brought back, still 30 seconds until both of the heroes spawn.
Unmerciful. They're running right in, and Jarek's is dead too. Tried to help him out there with the bubble, but I think they're just going to call it. The towel had been thrown in. 28 minutes. This one belongs to Liquid.
Yeah, Liquid just played really well. They know when OG was about to hit their timings right, so they moved well around the map and countered them, which delayed what OG wanted to do.
Was it as simple as that? I mean, most people in the panel felt that, you know, OG just based on their draft had kind of a favorable matchup here, but we were seeing mind control just